Hi guys and girls, Rose Burnett here, Mind, Body, Soul Balance, and I thought I'd just make this little video to give you a little bit of guidance around how to use the messages that come out from the Oracle and the Tarot readings, whether you're watching my readings or you're watching someone else's readings. And I suppose what the impetus of this is that I had some comments come up yesterday, and it was basically around how I'd titled one of the videos. It was pretty much something about getting everything you want, and there was quite a few negative comments from people because things hadn't happened in their life already. When was it going to happen for them? And, a bit of angst around that. And, I guess I want to preempt it by saying, wherever you are in the world, we're all going through some deeply challenging times and have been for the last 12 months and more around COVID. It's affected jobs, it's affected lifestyles, it's affected the people you love. I know that some of you have lost people from your world because of it, and the challenges are continuing. So how within that space do you maintain that sense of positivity and optimism? And, my readings are a mixture of predictions, and some of them are very accurate, and it'll be different for each of you what you come away with in terms of the readings and what is destined as part of that message for you. They're also around transformational coaching to help lift your spirits, help you look at things in a different way, help you face self in terms of areas where you may not be taking action, where you may not be stepping into your personal empowerment, to help you move through that, to bring a more sense of balance and peace into your life, hopefully in some aspect. So how do you use the messages? And, when we have this thing around, well, I want things to happen for me, they're not happening. And, the Oracle and the Tarot, the messages coming from Spirit are saying that, abundance is coming to me, new job opportunities are coming to me, new love is coming to me, all that kind of thing. There's a thing called divine timing. And very much it is, things need to line up and synchronize with where you are in life. And it also is about how ready are you? How much do you want it? Sometimes Spirit sends you some deeply challenging things to see how much you really want what you're asking for. How much are you willing to make an effort? Don't expect things to fall into your lap. We always have to co-create. We always have to take action towards our goals and dreams. We always have to do the best we can possibly do in order to make our lives different, to be happy on a daily basis. Happiness isn't something that just happens. You've got to cultivate that with daily practices that raise your vibration, that lift your spirits. Part of what I do is to help lift your spirits, and to ideally help motivate and inspire you to keep working on your goals and dreams, regardless of what that is for you. It's also to help you in those challenging times when you need a bit of a boost. And, you've got to be very practical, as well as, there's this thing about grounding our energy to Mother Earth, as well as being connected to Spirit. And I very much believe in our angels, our spirit guides watching over us. They're always with us, so they can hear what's on in your heart space, even if you don't say it aloud. And, sometimes things don't happen as fast as we want them to. And you might be getting the same messages coming through that something's coming towards you. I'll give you an example. For months, I had this message coming through that a contract was coming, and it started last year, right? It took literally about 9 months for it to come in. And even myself would be going, well, hey, you keep telling me it's coming. Where is it? It did come in, and it totally surprised me. And they'd been telling me that, achievements, awards, recognition was coming in, and it very much did come in. And I was just so beautifully grateful, but it came out of the blue. But Spirit had been telling me it was coming. There were certain things I still needed to have in place for me to be ready for that. It'll be the same for you. And, the other thing you kind of got to look at is you've always got to watch what you're vibrating out. So if you're in a place of negativity, if you feel like things aren't going to come to you, you automatically block your flow. You're putting obstacles in your mental, your physical, your emotional, your spiritual body to the good things coming to you. So you've got to have that beautiful expectation of positivity and openness to the universe, faith and trust, even when it's in deeply challenging times, which is one of the hardest things to cultivate, particularly when you're going through deeply challenging things in your life. So, in terms of the Oracle and the Tarot, you've got to kind of look at it in a way that, yes, it's to lift me up. And yes, there's predictions telling me what's coming towards me. And it can certainly give you some precursors to energies to watch out from others. And, I tend to find that spot on, right? And you may not see it coming, and then it will be there and you go, oh, actually, that message was channeling through. And I needed to be aware of those kind of energies around me. For me, it can happen within the same day, because I often read my own tarot and oracle, not every day, but most of the time. And it'll come out and say there's some deception going on, or there's some hostile energies. And I'm thinking, well, everyone's great in my world. And then bang, there it is. It'll be from a perfect stranger, or it'll be from somebody connected to way back. Yeah. And Spirit's told me it's coming, and there it is. I may not have felt that energy was there at the time, but they're always telling me. So you've really got to trust your intuition to guide you on what resonates with you, what you feel is true for you. You've got to lead your life in a way where you trust your wisdom, your experience, your own self as well. And you've got to be mindful that you're not placing too much responsibility of self onto others in terms of the oracle and tarot being every answer for you, because you've always got to be responsible for self. Always have a look at them in the mirror, right? That person staring back at you is often the issue in your life, right? Whether it's your emotions, whether it's your mindset, whether it's a lack of action you're taking, fear and doubt, lack of self-confidence holding you back, things that you haven't dealt with emotionally can become imprints. There is so much to learn about self and so much to transform. And, life is a journey, and that journey is meant to challenge you. It's meant to bring you joy and happiness. Life is not smooth. If it was smooth, we would never have that difference between the light and dark sides of life, yeah? So we would never know what joy is and to be joyful and happy if we didn't have the challenging times, yeah? There's a book called The Happiness Trap, and it's an amazing book because it busts all the myths about life's supposed to be like this, yeah? It is not like that, my loves. It is like this roller coaster ride constantly. You've got to learn how to bring yourself into whatever's going on in this place, right? Is what practices can I cultivate every day that helps me be in balance emotionally and mentally, no matter what's coming at me, so that I can cope better with life, yeah? I do daily practices, whether it be guided meditations, out in nature walking, read my oracle and my tarot. You might be watching it on YouTube. It is a tool for you to help you lift and raise your vibration. Don't take it as gospel, right? There'll be parts of that will resonate with you. You are still responsible. You are still the actor and director in your own life. Remember that, right? And, I don't only read the tarot and everything else. I'm an energy healer. I'm a transformational coach. I say it how it is. If you're going to be negative on my channel, I'm going to pull you up on it and help you to look at it in a different way. Because we can all play the victim in our own life. You're not a victim, right? You always have to take responsibility for self, no matter what's going on around you, even if something comes at you that was not your fault, yeah? But you're always responsible for how you respond to it versus react to it, yeah? And how you constantly pick yourself up. I talk about the warrior spirit, and I think it's something very, very precious to me and should be precious to you. Within us, we all have this amazing strength and capacity to overcome challenges all the time. I've been through significant challenges in my life, a lot of them in the last 2 years, a lot of them in the last 5 to 7 years. You know what? I still get up with a smile on my heart, smile on my dial. Some days are more challenging than others, but I do a lot of stuff that brings me into balance and harmony and peace within. And when you take that time to look after yourself, your physical body, to make sure you're in the most amazing health and well-being that you can be. You will always have physical limitations. We all do, particularly as we age, right? But it's about never giving up on yourself. And, your emotional body, we're run by our emotions, and your mindset and your emotions can overrun you and put you into places where you need to lift yourself up, yeah, if you allow it to. And, we also have issues with other people and their energy, and how do we deal with that? But it's very much about, you can't control what other people do, but you can control how you respond to people, healthy boundaries you put in place. And so I guess I kind of want you to think about all of those kind of things and what you're responsible for, and to look at the messages from the oracle and the tarot as something that is going to help you on your path. You're going to find messages and some value in part of it. You may not find all of it in there, but it's certainly going to help you look at things in a different way, have a very positive expectation, a renewed sense of hope and optimism about things that are possible for you, opportunities that are possible for you, doors that can open for you, and to help lift and raise that beautiful vibration and love for self, love for others, We're all in this together, my darlings. We are. So I kind of wanted to share that message with you. I will say that if you are negative on my channel is all about positivity. I'm not worried about people that are in a tough place and need some advice and guidance. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you're going to be rude and disrespectful on my YouTube channel, you'll find yourself blocked and your ability to put a comment on my channel stopped. Yeah, and I do that regularly. A lot of you won't see it, and I have to be honest with you, most of you are totally amazing, and it only happens a few times. There was quite a lot yesterday, and I won't tolerate it. YouTube has a very strong policy on that, and they will certainly look after and protect creators. I would love you to show up in your best self here, because I show up for you in my best self as well. Yeah. So, and I want you to feel like it's a very beautiful, safe, protected place where you can freely talk about stuff, not be judged, but also be mindful that your responsibility for self and how you show up in the world. All right, my darlings. Now, do also follow me over on Instagram, because I do a lot of daily stuff over that, little motivational talks and stuff in the mornings, particularly before I go to the gym to pep you up a bit. And, you know, you can get a bit of an insight into my life on the other side of my YouTube channel. And so connect with me over there. I'll put my Instagram handle up here. You might find that very helpful. There's also, if you didn't know, an inspirational playlist on my channel, which I'll link it in here. Has got a lot of inspirational videos and content I've done around transformational coaching to help lift and raise your spirit, look at things in a different way. There's all sorts of things in there. And there's also a very beautiful guided meditation playlist of all some of the top people on YouTube that do beautiful, amazing guided meditations to help heal and soothe your soul and help you release things. Yeah. All right, my loves, take it easy. Love to hear any feedback, comments down below. And I hope this really helped you. All right. Bye.